What's up guys, the Bobcat here and welcome back to Path of Exile, Fall of Oriath. Last time we ended off just before Shavron's tower, which I assume is the boss, but I could be wrong. Also, I swapped out a ring for another one. I didn't get what I wanted though, so my resistances are only at 54, but I think it's a bit better overall. I also managed to put energy shield on it. If I hadn't got the resistance to all elements, or no, resistance to fire I think, then I could have put lightning on, but alas, just have to make do. Be slightly weak against lightning. Still, it's better than what we were. So up we go. I assume this is the boss. It's not. I was wrong, but we might not be far off. So I think I'm fine with this. And who knows, we might level up in between the run through. Thunder skeletons. Oh, guardians, I suppose these ones are. Oops, something dropped. I didn't see what it was, but it made a tinkle noise, so I want to go get it. It's a jade amulet. Yeah. Oh, just ignore it. I've got plenty of them. No, it won't, because I love to take things like that. Oh, another one over there. Glad that we got our chaos studs. Yeah. I'm glad I've got my chaos studs up. I'd also like to level up soon as well. I think we'll probably level up. I mean, the experience bar's moving, and you know it's somewhat noticeable considering the amount of enemies we're killing, like per kill. So I think we'll be able to level up off it. Oops. Come on, hit the ones inside. There we go. Now that crystal wand, 32. I'll take it. And just blight on you. Yeah, 32, it's not quite as good. 33 I think is the best ones I've seen. In fact, no, I saw 35 at one point. But, yeah, that's not bad. Maybe I'll head back to one of the other acts, like, I don't know, Act 5 or Act 6, and see if I can get myself a special one there. One that has a good 35 attached to it. I did also experiment with the crafting. It makes the item magic, which, you know, is alright, but it was such a pain because you can only put one upgrade on it at the moment, at least for Melron's. It was just lightning resistance and that's it. I couldn't put anything else on it and I was kind of disappointed. Usually you can put suffixes and prefixes on, but I guess maybe Elrond only has prefixes, so that's kind of a shame. But, oh well. We have some more lightning resistance. That's all that's important. What happened then? Good lord, something hit me. What's the result to checkpoint? Oh, really? I thought that would be more detrimental. I just still don't know what the actual penalty is for dying. Or if there even is one. Like, you don't leave a corpse behind. Maybe you lose some experience, but I'm not sure. I don't even think there is one. From what I've noticed. I'll probably look that up actually after I've done with this part. What are jade amulets? See if there is actually a penalty for death. Be nice if there wasn't. And then again, I suppose that does remove all threat, but I'm not playing on hardcore, so... Well, yeah, hardcore, so... You know... Death isn't really something I'm concerned with. For my character. Chest. More stacks and stacks of enemies. Just glorious. Superior Ivory Spirit Shield. No, it's only 16. I'm not sure what ones have a higher spell damage on them. I think the one I've got at the moment is one of the ones that does. Obviously, because it's at 20. But yeah, I'm not sure what the other ones are. That'd be nice, but it's only 20%. I mean, I might take it. I'll take it because of the quality, and that's it. My stash is getting a little empty for quality, but I mean, I've been finding tons of whetstones anyway, and armor shards, so I've not really been bothered. Also, I didn't turn on my resistances, which probably explains why I'm getting hurt a bit more than I should be. There we go. Oh, there's a spirit here. What is it? It's a tormented rogue. Obviously, otherwise it wouldn't be able to move that fast. Get back here. Yeah, beat it in the corner. It's dead now. Oh, 3 golds. Also, a way up. Flanged mace just there. Okay. Ooh. It's nice. I haven't had a card in a while. Getting a little full on the old inventory. I'm going to have to make a quick trip back to town before we fight the boss. Flog everything. Oh, these giant cage skeletons are really annoying, especially the bosses. They seem to have tons of health, which I'm not happy about. It takes ages to kill them. No, but it looks like it's probably the correct way. I'm seeing doorways. Raven mask. Don't need one, already got one. Spread the corruption. It actually counts as well. Usually essence drain, when you hit something with it, gives you a percentage based health, like a really small amount, but apparently if you hit them with the contagion and the essence drain, it adds up. Or it should say it counts it towards the essence drain, hitting everyone. Do I have enough space for that? I do not. But I can play some Tetris and I can make space. Excellent. That staves off the trip back to town. I just moved my desk. I'm gonna have to sort out the stopper I've got. Oh, oh, hello. No more, just more stairs. How this is? It's bigger than I remember. Axiom Prison turns out is very tall. Am I like? No, I'm still just going through it. Pity there's not a portal on the higher levels, but whatever. Just ignore that skeleton in the cage. I'll let them die of their own in their own time, rather than just focusing on them. Ooh, there we go. Hopefully that's the way up. What time are we on? 7 minutes? Nice. Excellent. We should be able to kill Shavron then in this part. Ice Bite leveled up again. That gem I have but don't use in any capacity. I probably should get rid of it at some point. I mean, I have Lightning Warp in there because I'm using that for crafting later on. Though the item probably isn't worth it at this point. We'll see how I feel when I craft it. But other than that, I mean, I'm not using ice spikes. I'm not doing any ice damage. I still have lightning tendrils, I think, because that's lightning tendrils. So that's, you know, what I was using for ages, and I wanted to keep it around just in case that I wanted to swap it back. Let's go flog all this stuff. Flog it all at Lily. We'll keep that. Get rid of that. Why do I have you? Oh, quality, that's why. Got very confused then. I was like, why am I carrying this? Don't remember this being important. Of course, quality weapons. No necklaces. We do have a jade one. No rings. So the rest is getting dumped off in number 3. You can drop in there. And the rest goes in here. Well, nearly all of it. The card goes in here. I don't think I've got one of those cards yet. I haven't. That's nice. Slowly filling out my card selection. Oh, Superior Hollowed Mana Flask. Yes, please, and thank you. Only 7. I don't think... Actually, I think I can. I think I might be able to put spell damage on my shield. I don't think I checked that, to be honest. Does mine have that? It doesn't, but I think it's already full up from what I remember. I can't see myself not checking it. Oh, this contagion spread there is wonderful. I That's right, spread. Now then, excuse me? Oh, next one. I thought there was supposed to be a bridge there, but no, it's just, 20 feet to the left, or right even. Well, this looks like, yep, prison rooftop. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, I meant to open the trunk, but whatever. Chevron.
Not you! For my life and my work, I shall not suffer this humiliation again!
And Brutus is back. Reassembled Brutus is what he's called. What do those books do? Well, that answers that question. Oh, I think he's invincible now? Or he's just buffed? He'll tag out with Chevron in a minute. There we go. Chevron the return.
Why are you so ugly?
Excuse me? That's a bit rude. There's not even any music playing, it's just silence and noise, well, sounds and abilities. It's kind of weird, honestly. Ouch. Apparently I'm getting hit by books now. Book of Thunder. I mean, the damage she's doing is kind of negligible. Get those books out of there.
You are hideous!
God. Some people. So rude. I'll even use Wither on you. Not that I... Oh. And now she's fused with Brutus. Did he take all my energy shield? Youch! This thing's a bit more now. I don't get why Chevron was so obsessed with Brutus. Well, not that it matters. I wish there was a bit of music playing so this wasn't so just silent, but whatever. Kinda anticlimactic. And here's Sin. Nothing there we want. Well, I'll be quiet while we talk to Sin.
And so it begins. My ethereal veins now run with dark ambition. Let's turn that trickle into a torrent. Let's harvest ourselves a Grand Inquisitor. Just as Chevron's spirit chose to return to comfortable climes, Maligaro's essence once again dwells in his very own chamber of sins. Though I hasten to add that Maligaro's sins are not my sins. I prefer transgressions of a more natural order than does he. I'd carry you to Frisia if I could, yet I expended too much of myself when I snatched you from the jaws of Kitava. You will need to find your own path, as will I. Make the journey, and please survive it. We too have much work left to do. And so it begins.
Cool. Still gotta fight the Brian King though. Also, it's a pity we can't see it. Let's just move some of this stuff out of the way. There we go. There's a body. I'll throw that away if I need to. Warden's chambers. Before, Brutus was there. We didn't go up there, did we? We went... Was it this way? Well, we came... The map's obviously rearranged itself, so... Can't honestly tell, but... I don't remember seeing that exit. Letters are still here.
Dear Chevron, you have certainly had your work cut out for you.
Yeah, that's the
With
same...
luck and eyes,
That is the
Legion.
same note as last time. Nothing changed there. Prisoner's Gate. That was quick. And we're still in Act 6. Talk to Tackley for a reward. Yes, please, I will. Means I have to mute myself again, but small problems. Let's identify the golds. Oh, why not? And I will be quiet while we talk to everyone.
Good work clearing another path through Axiom Prison. I'm starting to think those stories I've heard about you might be true. With the road to the Frisian forest clear again, I trekked through to the forests beyond to see if the strangeness we're seeing on the coast is also happening inland. What I saw nearly froze my heart solid. The animals there, poor wretches, overtaken by some sort of parasite. As close as I can reckon, they're like termites, burrowing into flesh and mind instead of wood. If I'm right, there'll be a nest somewhere, and a queen. If you can find it, destroy it. Those parasites aren't something we want to see around here anytime soon. Farewell.
Who'd have thought those bleating bastards would go and find religion, eh? Now there's nothing quite so sure to spoil a man's appetite than an ecclesiastical debate come supper time. Yet this goatman god, this Oriath, seems fair determined to mix his morsels with his spiritual enlightenments. To put no finer point on it, when the goatmen find him a soft pink human or two as divine sacrifice, he eats them, meat, soul and all. Well, that's what the legends say.
Cool. Sell everything. Ugh. Also got a mask out of that. I don't know how good it's going to be. I mean, it looks like it's better already. Sort of. It doesn't have a 20% on it, but... Lightning resistance. Maximum mana. It's not bad. Energy shield. Pity it's not 20%. I don't think I'll keep it though. I mean, accuracy rating's kind of useless. Put it away and see what I can make of it. I might have a use for it. Also, let's dump off all those. And let's go kill ourselves some more gods. I mean, we're only 17 minutes in. I'm pity we didn't get any skill points from any of that sort of stuff. Let's talk to Sin very quickly and see what he's got to say. If he has anything. He does. Oh, gotta be quiet again.
I have another deity in mind who could be persuaded to donate a little essence to your ongoing edification. Oriath, a deranged old goat with a thirst for human souls, whose cloven hooves now stand astride the old prisoner's road. Have you ever tasted a soul, Beastlayer? No, I imagine not. The poets will speak of sweet souls, bitter souls, enlightened souls, and twisted souls. You know what most of them taste like, really. Regret, with a lingering aftertaste of should have known better. A renowned alchemist, eroded by his lust for distilled spirits, and not the alcoholic kind. Oriath the Scholar King, dancing upon a stage of chemicals and fire. He used his knowledge to burn away the flesh so as to liquidate the life force within, a libation he consumed with both frequency and alacrity. It started with animals, goats specifically, and thus his own cruelty became his curse. The Scholar King became the Cloven One, quaffer of souls. Some say he turned to the dram of man in order to cure himself. I believe his thirst simply grew with his burgeoning immortality. And perhaps he still retains some of his scholarly nature, for he seemed fair determined to share his hard-won wisdom. He took himself a princess, a lovely thing from a local tribe, and 9 months later she gave birth to something rather unlovely. The Fawn, as wild and wicked as the shaggy god himself. Schooled in his father's ways, the Fawn would carry off many more virgins in his time. And thus, the race of goatmen found their footing. The Puppet Mistress was a revered matriarch who nurtured her tribe into greatness through love, peace, and fecundity. That is, until her children were slaughtered by Tukohama's brave warriors. Dissolution and desperation, they do troubling things to the spirit, and given enough time, what one believes, one becomes. A maggot that festers and writhes in the fetid mud of the wettest lands, Wraeclast, the white worm that corrupts the very earth while her heart yearns to replenish her slaughtered brood. Hers was a prolific tribe once, fat with peace and fecund with love. Then Tukohama's fire swept across her sacred land, and her children were butchered by the madness of war. Now the Immortal Mother has one waking thought. She will also ensure that her children are never harmed again. How? By making everyone's children her children.
Cool. 2 new gods to kill. Excellent. What do we need to go for them? Okay. Prisoner's Gate, which is where we are. Oops. Well, it's only a short walk back. It's only why I had a portal open. Well, we're at Prisoner's Gate as it is, so we can find the cloven one there, and then we have to go for a bit more of a trek though to get to the puppet mistress. We'll find her though. In fact, I think she's in the next area, we just can't see it because my icon is in the way. Well, let's start going through then. You can see the parasites. And we dinged at last. Yeah. Okay, what do we want? We want to grab this. Gives us more chaos resistance up to 14? Yeah. And then we'll grab up the gem slots, then we'll get back on working towards more chaos damage. Maybe we'll stop along the way to pick up something like more energy shield. I mean, our mana situation's pretty good now. So I think we're okay in that aspect. Now then, where is the cloven one? I've actually seen his boss fight already. It's like 2 or 3 stages to it, because he runs away. Well, it shouldn't be too difficult. I think he's also fire, but we got pretty good fire resistance as it is, so I ain't too concerned. Goatmen. More goatmen. Ooh, Nessa.
What are you doing? God drag you to damnation if you're gonna stand by and let this happen to me, to us! Because believe me, the Brian King has far greater appetites than one nothing of a girl from Oriath. It doesn't matter what he'll do to me now. It's what he'll do to Wraeclast. Yet there's hope. There's always hope. If only you can reach Merveil's cave. If only...
I don't think Nessa has a happy end, which is kind of a shame, really. For what I understand, a lot of characters in the Part 2 suffer untimely fates, but you never really learn what truly befalls them. And you'll see what I mean when we get to Nessa. But, or should we say when we get to the Brian King. And then I'll explain more about it when we get there. But yeah, it's really kind of weird and a shame. Well, at least we met her again. That's nice. That looks like the way to the ship graveyard. No, it's the Valley of the Fire Drinker. Is this the boss? It is. This is the... where is he? Yep. He looks different than what I thought he was going to. Looks a bit more like Minotaur-like. Well, slow him down a bit if we can. Hit him up with Essence Drain some more. Slow him down. Just try and keep him slowed and debuffed. Again, fortunately our fire resistance is more than adequate. Let's just cast up the glory that is Essence Drain Contagion. And our chaos damage is doing wonders. He should run away in a second. There we go. Off he goes. Time to chase after him. And he'll start throwing firebombs at us in a second as well. There we go. Pity you can't see him on the cliff, but you know he's there. What time are we on as well? 24 minutes left. We've got plenty of time left. Looks like getting through him won't be too difficult at all. May even have enough time to go back to town and talk to everyone. Yep, here we are. Open up another portal just in case. Yikes. Fortunately, whenever he gets close to us, he does less damage. Because of the enfeeble. There's what, 25% less damage, which is something. Not the most amazing amount, but nothing to sneeze at. Just gotta make sure we keep kiting him around. And keep an eye on our health. Ouch, 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 ouch. Melting is not fun. And he's dead. And here comes Sin. Move all this out of the way so we can see him. Great, I'll be quiet while we talk to Sin.
Good souls were hard enough to come by without that parched old goat drinking his fill. You have done humanity a noble service.
Oh, I didn't even mute myself. Apparently I... Really? Hold up a second. I thought I did. Well, regardless. Do we need to take this gate? I guess we'll take it. Wasted a portal scroll, but whatever. And we'll go talk to Bestel. I'll be quiet once again.
The old goat's turned up his tootsies, has he? Oh, wait! I feel a poem coming on. Through the bleating flock, our exile did wade, over hoof and horn and goat blood spray, until at last an audience with old King Billy, or the Cloven One, or Aberon, and other names just as silly. Dine with me, friend, old Billy did growl. Feed me your soul, feed me it now. Our exile just smiled and gutted that goat, so that not one more soul would get stuffed down his old throat. Honestly, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to find a good rhyme for goat exile. Poor Nessa. If the ship graveyard is sealed off with some brine-born barrier, then the king clearly knows that you're coming to relieve him of his queen-to-be. Ah, well, you should be used to long and arduous journeys now. If nothing else, it's good fodder for an epic. I'd best get composing.
Cool, and a passive respec point as well, which I am more than happy for. Just get rid of all this, doesn't matter what it gives me. That's not good. Excellent. And we've got purity of flesh. What gems do we have actually? I want to see what I've got. It was these two. Okay. And there's chaos damage. I think I might just start working down to growth and decay. Although, again, I do want to get another jewel socket. We'll grab the jewel socket. Now, has anyone else got anything to say?
Welcome.
You do? She doesn't? What about Sin? He doesn't. Okay. Also, that ability is better than this one, as far as I'm concerned. After all, unaffected by burning ground, which is great. I seem to take a lot of damage from burning ground. So let's mute ourselves, talk to Taki, then we'll end the part there.
Welcome. The ship graveyard's blocked off. Damn it. That means that Brine King bastard knows you're coming after Nessa. In that case, you'll have to pass through Prisoner's Gate, follow the mountains, and make your way back to the sea by way of Mervale's caverns. From the sound of it, Nessa's in no condition to venture far from the coast, so she has to be around there somewhere.
Cool, and we'll end
Stay
the part
sharp
here.
out
So, I hope you all have enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.